have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken from about the 12. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill to the air to start out. He dumps it off for Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards. If he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100+ in this one in order to stay in that race.
Tannehill on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Dancing to his left. A check down here for Henry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground. And receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both again.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 20.
61, Max box right. He's checking. Check back.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lawrence being chased out left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second one. When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Titans at 10-2 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Fucking Tannehill.
Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign. slot man moves right. On first down, it's Tannehill. And brought in downfield by Burks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Let's go.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. That's complete right around the 8. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run for it with Henry. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Lawrence. And, oh, that
Let's
is
go,
gonna be
baby.
a safety. So risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Westbrook-Akine. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Lonnie Johnson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you... And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain? To throw again on second down. Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Garabay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. No gain on the play.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Foye Oluwakan finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
I can't believe they even let you. Hey, Orbit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home.
Is his defense pitching a shutout. Now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On first down, Lawrence.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, Delta.
Lawrence will throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And Woods has it complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Robert Woods, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They go play action now. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
ETN up the middle. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On second down, ETN once more.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're going to run this with a tight end. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they will take a knee here.
GG, Jags.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Titans, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville,